We wanted to put some lighting behind the TV in our room, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money doing it. I also didn't want to have another remote lying around, which is what a lot of the more affordable RGB kits like these use. When I found the Nexillumi Bluetooth backlight strip kit, I decided to give it a try and see if it would work out for what I wanted. It comes in a small package, as it is just a roll of RGB strip lights in 4 sections with connecting wire, the inline Bluetooth receiver, and a USB plug on one end. The USB plug is to power the light strip, so your TV will either need to have an open USB plug, or you will need to run a USB extension to a wall wart to be able to power it up. The first thing to do is decide how to lay out the light strips. The lights come with a sheet that has a couple of suggestions, but you should just lay them out a few different ways to see what is going to work best with your TV. We have a 55-inch TCL in the room, and what ended up being the best for us was 1 strip on each side with 2 strips along the top. Once I had decided how to lay them out, I started pulling off the protective backer on the adhesive strips that are on the back side of each section of light, and then sticking it in place on the back of the TV. Make sure to have the end with the USB plug set near the USB port on your TV before you start though, as you want to be sure to have power for the lights. Once the strips were completely attached, I used a couple of pieces of painter's tape to hold down the extra cable that was poking up in the corners and the extra length of wire on the USB plug. Once it was all secured in place, it was time to get the TV mounted back on the wall. This TV is light enough that it doesn't require a super huge wall mount, so getting it hung back up on the wall was a fairly easy process. Once the TV was up, it was time to try out the new light. Before you get to use it, you will need to download the Happy Lighting app onto your phone. Simply look it up in the App Store and get it installed. Once you have it downloaded, turn on the TV and run the app. Once in the app, you can change the color and brightness of the lighting strip, turn it on or off, and even set it to a pulsating rainbow pattern. To turn it off, you will need to use the app, at least with our TV. When you power down the unit, it still provides power to the USB port for another 15 minutes before the lights will shut themselves off. Other than that, these lights have been great. You can set it to the perfect color and brightness for your room, or set it to a rainbow pulsation for an interesting effect. For the price, I couldn't be happier.